Hello there, it's Rob here, Rob HOurmont in Phnom Penh. Again, no, I'm still in Phnom Penh. I was here for like 2 months now. Back on the Independence Park monument thing, which is lovely. As you can see behind me, I've got these annoying kids bothering me, but that's all right. Anyway, kids, go away. So I want to talk about an interesting story that happened to me these last couple of days, right? So, I'll keep it as short as possible, even though it's quite difficult and long to explain. Basically, my landlord or lady tried to rip me off and tried to claim that I did something wrong renting the apartment and I was a problem there, causing problems. And it's just simply a lie. Nothing happened at all. Why did this all happen? Well, the thing is, she was wonderfully happy when I rented the place because it was such a dump, full of old crap and personal junk and boxes of clothing and this and that and personal items everywhere in the bathroom, in the cupboards, clothing, shoes, you name it. It was horrible. So they cleaned up 50% of it on the day I moved in, but then they didn't clean the rest of it, but they cleaned more of it up about 3 days ago, after I paid the second month 5 days ago. Oh, thank you for the rental payment. Wonderful. We're so happy that you're there. And sorry. We didn't fix things quickly. The Wi-Fi was broken. The TV is still broken. The stove wasn't working. What else? The hot water wasn't working. And many other things that was promised. The dining room table weren't brought and so on. So yeah, it was a little bit of a nightmare, to say the least. I've got to move from these troublesome little kids here because there's a pain in the bottom. They're kids. So anyway, rent paid, everything kosher, everything good, and as far as I know, everything was fine. And then on Sunday morning, she sent the message on Saturday midnight, close to midnight when I was sleeping. I get a text from her saying, "Oh, I've had a complaint by the owner of the restaurant and the building. You've been causing noise pollution and bothering people, and girls have been coming day and night, at all times of hours, and knocking on your door, making noise and blah, 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 blah." I'm like, what? What the hell are you talking about? Nothing like that happened at all. You know, I had a girlfriend staying with me for 12 days and that was all easy going, which I've reported about in the past. And then she left, because I was done with her, not the other way around, by the way. And then, well, I think on 2 nights, 1 or 2 nights, I think I brought someone home with me, which is completely fine and legal and normal. Okay? And so that was on I think on a Tuesday last week, and on a Thursday last week that I had some company for about 10 or 15 minutes because I decided against having that company any longer because it was already about 2 or 3 in the morning and I was not feeling my best. So I said, okay, Rob, this is stupid. Just ask them to leave, and they did. That was on 2 occasions. That was it. No noise recorded, nothing, no music played, nobody was shouting, nobody was arguing, nothing happened at all. And suddenly I get this message saying that I'm causing these problems. I've got people coming in the middle of the night, loads and loads of women causing this problem. I'm like, hey, what are you talking about? This is not true. I never did anything as such. Oh, we've got CCTV, we have all the evidence on CCTV. I said, well, people can come and go as much as they want. I can't do anything about it. Why? Because the downstairs door, which leads up to the apartments, is always unlocked. Why? Because there's 30 or 40 staff that work for the restaurant who come and go all the time. So you can't lock the door because nobody can get in or out. Because it would mean that every single staff member would have to have a key. And then they'd be copied and then you'd never be safe either. So that was the situation. And as I said, I had no one come and go. I had just the 2 people who didn't cause any problems, and I wasn't noisy either. Excuse me. And then they tried to force me to leave because I'm making the problem. I said, no, I'm not going to leave. I just paid you for the rent. Why am I supposed to leave? I didn't do anything wrong, you know? And then she's like, I said, prove it. Oh, I'm going to take you to the police. So they threatened me with the police. They tried to intimidate me by trying to report me to the police and say, oh, don't you worry. You'll be surprised what the police can do to you and how they can get you and how they can finish you off and get you kicked out of Cambodia. I'm like, really? Why? For what? What's your evidence? What did I do? And the answer is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because I'm a peaceful person. I never do anything wrong. And it's my business who I take into my apartment. Always. It's not anyone else's business at all. You understand that, right? Anyway, so finally today I met them. She turned up, the landlady, with a group of 4 other people, so 5 of them, 2 men and 2 women, I think, completely ridiculous, as if I was I said, why are so many people here? You know, and I was alone to fend for myself, but I recorded the whole conversation just to make sure. So I said to her, look, you want me to leave today? It's against the contract, you're breaking the law, but I'm happy to leave because your place is a dump anyway, and the owner of the restaurant clearly is in control of you because he's telling you what to do. So I figured that one out. She said, oh, he's unhappy that you're there, he doesn't like the content you make, he asked me to tell you to leave. And I said, well, so you're under his control, are you? She didn't answer the question, of course, but that's what I'm assuming. I'm guessing that she bought the place from him. This is a guess, speculation, and she still owes him money or something like that, or borrowed money from him. That's another possibility. And so he's got her under his thumb. So anyway, I said, listen, I will leave, but you've got to give me the money back. And getting money back once you paid rent and deposits, as we all know, very, very difficult in Southeast Asia, anywhere for that matter. But the conversation took 5 minutes. I said, look, we don't need to talk about this shit anymore, because I didn't do anything that you said, and you can't prove anything about that either. I, Rob HOurmont, did nothing wrong at all. Do you understand me? And then she kind of just put her head down and said, well. Anyway, I'll give you this. I'll pay back the month's rent you paid last week and the deposit. That equals $500 or something. I said, okay, fine. Do it now. No, I had to go upstairs first and pack my bags and then come back down, have the brother come back up, inspect the place with me, which he did. Everything was fine. So I came back down to the restaurant where they were waiting with their entourage, wankers who were trying to intimidate me, and I got their money back via the ABA app. So I won, they lost. She made a fool of herself, as did the German owner of that French restaurant. Well, the name is well known, and I can say it here. It's called La Cosette, because I'm not defaming or slandering anybody. He's the owner. He's the one that's tried to cause problems for me, which didn't work. And he's just a nasty guy. And I think people in my comment section on TikTok said, well, it sounds very much so that the guy was jealous of you because you're younger and handsome than him, more handsome than him, and you've got women coming to see you. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. That's probably what happened. And he just doesn't like the fact that there's another guy staying in the apartment or in his building, because he owns the whole building. So plus, that's why I think he has her under pressure, because she clearly hasn't paid all the money, or she's borrowed money from him, because she told me she has no money. She said that she's running out of money. She even asked me to pay the rent early because she had no more cash left. Today, when she showed me her bank account to show me she had enough money to pay me, she barely had enough money on her account to even pay me back, like by $50 or something. So she had $560 on her account. So there's a money problem there, and that's why all of this happened in the first place. So just want to be very, what thing I want to point out here to you is foreigners and locals. Local people, if you're renting to foreigners, be truthful, be honest, don't screw them over. I mean, it doesn't happen if you rent in a fully serviced apartment with 24-hour security and a proper management team. That's absolutely true. That will never happen there. But I rented an old school local apartment with a very poor security system, with the entrance door to the building constantly unlocked, so anybody could walk in and come to my door and bang on it. You know, I can't help that. It's not my responsibility. But they try to make it my responsibility and threaten me. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, we're going to kick you out, we're going to get the police. That's a threat. That's a clear threat, and that's absolutely nasty and against the law too. So, at the end of the day is, be careful. Foreigners, don't rent directly from locals. Don't rent a place that has no 24-hour security. Make sure you rent through a proper management company with a solid contract, and your building is safe and nobody else can get in or out whenever they want, and then you'll be fine. Don't make the mistake I made. At the end of the day, I won. I got my money back, and that's the end of it. And I'm now safe and happy, and that's the end of the story. All right, I won. Crazy little landlady. Anyway, guys, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, share, do whatever you can to help me get my message out, help me make Cambodia great again, and help you all get healthy again too. All right then, off. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Rob's Health Crunch. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel. There is more great content on the way from me about Cambodia, health, fitness, wellness, real healthy food, and great lifestyle habits. Don't forget to enable notifications so you'll know when the latest video is posted. Until then, here's some other great content I think you will enjoy.